Hi, welcome to today's video. Today I'd like to share with you my September TBR. A few weeks ago I shared with you my travel TBR. I am currently traveling. This is not my home. This is an apartment in a different country than the one I live in. But those books were just the physical books that I was bringing with me. But today I'd like to share with you the things I'd like to read in September. I can't believe it's September. September is like so towards the end of the year and I still feel like we're at the start of the year. So this whole thing is just very strange. Excuse how I'm just casually like leaning around. This is weird. Also, if I sound really tired, I am. 1, jet lag. 2, I was at the beach all day and the sun completely exhausts me, and swimming. But yes, let's get into the books I'd like to read this month. I'm going to go through the physical books that I've got first, and then we can talk about ebooks and audiobooks. But yeah, let's get started. First up is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. This was on my travel TBR. I'm really excited to get to this book. It's short, it seems doable, and it seems like the kind of thing I could like sit with for a while, that I could just slowly process. It's about people who get to travel back in time for as long as it takes for their coffee to get cold. Which is such an interesting idea, and I can't wait to read this book. I had this idea that I'd like go to a cafe and read this book. From what I've seen so far, there isn't really a cafe I can do that around here, but I guess I'll read it like maybe on a beach, maybe in the car on the way to other places, who knows. Also, sorry for my hair and face, I guess. I showered, I washed my hair, it's still kind of half damp. And I just didn't feel like putting makeup on. It's the evening, I'm tired, we're just talking about books. This feels very casual. I feel like I'm talking to a friend just about what I feel like reading lately. But yes, next is Once There Were Wolves. This is something that has been on my TBR for quite a while, that I really want to get to. It's kind of climate fiction. It's about like the rewilding of a pack of wolves and maybe a murder. Maybe. Hang on. Yeah, someone dies. I'm weirdly into kind of murder mysteries right now. I've been watching the show Broadchurch, which has been good fun. David Tennant and Olivia Colman. Match made in heaven, truly. But yes, I'd really like to read this book. I have an interest in climate fiction. I can't say I've read any before, but I'm a big fan of the environment. And I do what I can in my life to be a little more eco-friendly. And so I guess I want to get into more climate fiction. And also this is a really pretty cover, so this is maybe too casual. Like, I'm usually pretty chill, but this is maybe a bit much. Anyway, the last physical book I'd like to read is Kissed Cherawilla. This was not on my travel TBR. This was a very last minute throw in the bag because basically I had some luggage issues. Mostly I packed too much and my luggage weighed more than it was allowed to. So I took a few books out, took a few other things out, and then right before I left I weighed my bag again and somehow I had more room than I thought, so I threw in one last book, and that was Kissed Cherawilla. I took this to the beach with me today, did not pick it up at all. I was listening to a few audiobooks, kind of switching between a few. I did not pick up a physical book today, and yeah, I hope so. I'm going to a beach tomorrow, so hopefully I'll get started at least. So, audiobooks. I love audiobooks, and a friend might have signed me into their Audible account, so I do have access to all of their audiobooks, and I'm loving it. That's all I can say. It's great. I'm currently about halfway through Good Omens, so I think I'm going to add that to this TBR because I'd like to finish it this month. I'd also really like to get to Babel, but it's a little scary and I don't know if I'm going to get to it this month, but I do have it downloaded, so fingers crossed. The last book I'll talk about is A Lady for a Duke. I don't really know what this book is about, but I've heard really good things. It seems like the kind of thing I'll really enjoy, and I have the audiobook, so that's on the list. I feel like I'll get through that pretty quickly because I'm assuming it's a romance, and I feel like romance audiobooks are just so easy to listen to. I guess maybe it could be because I have the most experience with them. I have listened to the Red, White and Royal Blue audiobook more times than I can count. But yeah, I'm really excited about that actually. Never mind, I did actually just see on here Girls Like Girls by Hayley Kiyoko. I'm really interested in seeing if it's good. I have never heard that Hayley Kiyoko writes, other than like music, but we'll see. I'm really actually so excited about that book. No idea what it's about. I'm assuming it's like a coming of age rom-com kind of vibe. But yes, this was a very quick TBR because I've talked about most of these books before and I don't know much about the other ones. So yeah, those are the things I'm interested in reading this month. I think reading on holiday is really interesting. Sometimes I do not touch a book at all while I'm on holiday, and other times I cannot put them down. So far, I'm only a few days into my trip, but I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks. There's been quite a lot of travel time in the car. Also, on the plane. Oh my god, I listened to a whole book while on the plane. It was great. But yeah, I think audiobooks are probably the way to go, but physical books are also good for the beach. I don't know if we're gonna have many beach days because the weather seems to be turning. It is the end of summer. These things happen. But yeah, those are the books I'd like to read this month. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, you can give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you'd like to read this month. Maybe I'll add it to my TBR. This is me. Have I ever stuck to a TBR ever in my life? No. But yeah, that's all for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.